Hi, Helen. Hope all is well. I was looking for um, a good video that would have represented the demo that I would have done for you out at Educause if the internet wasn't non-existent. So I just put together this quick video. Hope it hits the mark in what you were looking to see. So what I'm going to do here is just go to the Workspace ONE portal. And what this portal is going to show is all the web applications, all the internal and external web applications, the Windows applications, Office 365, deli and virtual desktops, and any other application that the student would need would be presented here. Now, um, your ability to deliver these applications are not restricted to just this portal page. These applications can be delivered and integrated into my FIU with the same functionality, but obviously for the purposes of this demo, I can't integrate into my FIU, so I'll just show you this this functionality within the context of the standard Workspace ONE portal. But again, any of these applications and all this functionality you're going to be able to see here is very integratable into your environment. So this portal, you can customize it. It shows the student's name there. And what we're going to do now is we're going to launch an external web application. And you'll see that this BlueJeans application is going to log the student in or the user in based off of their Active Directory credentials that they logged into this portal page initially with. So when we jump back over here, we now launch Office 365. And again, Office 365, fully integrated, single sign-on, and now the student has access here to all their Office applications without having to sign back in. You'll see that there's a student ID, etc. Now jumping back over again, what we'll do here is we'll launch a web application called Patient Records. You're going to see there, access denied. So what happened there is that we were able to, based on the location of the device, we were able to restrict access. So if you have applications that you only want run when are on-premise, as an example, we can deliver that functionality. And overall full context around where the student is, where the employee is, what time of day it is, etc., etc., and we can give different security restrictions or lack of restriction based on any number of physical location criteria. So if we pop back over to the portal page, you may remember at the beginning you saw that I was running a Mac, but here is a Windows application that I'm able to launch from this portal. And so now if students have a non-Windows device or any device, they are able to consume applications that may not be intended for that particular platform. So we really can deliver that any device, any application functionality to the students. And you can see that this application interacts with the underlying Mac operating system like it's a natively installed application, and that's what you would have regardless of what device they're using, be it a Chromebook, be it an iPad, be it a Windows tablet, Android tablet, etc. So again, popping back over to the portal, what you'll see is IE6 is there, and there are some web applications that require a very specific browser version, be it an older version of IE, maybe it needs a specific plugin, maybe it needs a specific version of Firefox or Chrome. And what we can do is we can package that and deliver that to the user as a web application. And if this were a web application that required IE6, we have the ability to package that IE6 or whatever browser that you may need to use and customize an icon and also bring the student or employee straight to that page and log them into that application. So you do not have to run into these issues where even though it is a web application, it may not work or work fully. Maybe it doesn't have the right plugin or the right version of the browser that's required. So going back over to the portal, the next item we'll launch is an internal web application. So you'll see that that it's called Test Drive Knowledge Base. That is an internal VMware application. So when like with the external web applications, it will deliver single sign-on to internal web apps as well. So what we also offer is a catalog. So what you're going to see here is this is a catalog of applications that are available for the user. What I'm doing here is I'm flagging this application, Workday, which is a third-party web application, and now it's going to populate itself onto my bookmarks tab in the portal. What you can do is you can just force applications into the portal and not give the user the option of going into a catalog and managing their own application catalog. So in the context of FIU, maybe because a student is in a particular major, you can just make that application available to them and not have to have them go and find it in a catalog somewhere. You could just populate it and give them access, and then when they are out of that class or out of that major, they then do not have access to that application. So you have full ability to manage what applications the user has or even has access to, and give them full flexibility to manage their environment the way you want them to manage it, or you could just force applications into their portal and deliver that to them based on their job role or what their what their major is or what class they're in. What you're going to see here is I'm going to launch an application called Workspace 1, because we not only deliver these applications through a web portal, but we also deliver the same experience, access to the same applications through a Mac application. And what you'll notice is it's really the exact same look and feel. And the value here is that regardless of if they're launching these applications through the web portal or through an application that is on their iPad or their Mac or their Windows device, it's the same user experience. So if we pop over to a Windows device, again, it's going to be the same look and feel, same experience. Open up a browser, log in with your Active Directory credentials. All the students' applications are there. They're laid out the same way. It's going to have the same branding, identical. Additionally, what you just saw there is I launched the Workspace 1 application for Windows. And like with the Mac, there is a application that you can install and runs on Windows. And like you saw on the Mac, the exact same look and feel, same applications, same user experience. So the value here again is regardless of the device, it's consistent, predictable experience. Here you see there's the catalog like in the web app. So here let's pop over to an iPhone. So again, there's the Workspace 1 application. You launch it. Same look and feel. There's those same 8 applications that were available when I was on the Mac, when I was on the Windows device. Here's a catalog, but what's going to be different here is because this is a mobile device, you can deliver native mobile applications through this catalog. And so in this case, what I'm doing is I'm installing an iOS app called Boxer, and that is delivered and installed through the Workspace ONE mobile application. Also, what value this has is we are able to apply application configuration parameters. If you notice here, there's my email address already populated into this mobile application, so I didn't have to set anything up. Just install it, open it, accept the prompts, and there I have my email available to me in this case. But this is applicable to any number of mobile applications where they can be installed with a configuration pushed down to the user. So just to recap, we can deliver through a federated single sign-on experience, delivery of web, mobile, Windows applications across all device types, which gives that user that consistent, predictable user experience. And additionally, what we showcased was we are able to give conditional access, meaning who is the user, where are they, what should they have access to, and we can very easily do that through this platform. Additionally, some of the things that we did not talk about was application intelligence. We can look at what applications are being used, who's using them, how are they using them, and that obviously helps you to understand, are you allocating your resources in the right place? Should you be renewing licenses for these web applications, etc.? And also, as I recall, we spoke about the need to be able to quickly and easily deploy new applications to your Windows devices. So with full device management, you can push shortcuts down to devices. You can push application installations down to devices. Even if it's, as an example, you just need you want to populate the Windows desktop with a web application, and all that is a shortcut to a website, you could do that. Or you could obviously just point that user to the Workspace ONE portal, which is where they would always get their applications. So we have a lot of flexibility in how we can deliver applications through a consistent, predictable experience. So again, thanks for the time. Sorry I couldn't give you this demo when we were out in Denver, but hopefully this helps, and I am here obviously to answer any questions you may have, and I'm looking forward to continuing this discussion. Thanks, and talk to you soon.